Bruin 85. UCLA at Virginia. 28-20. We're going to recap that game right now.
X gon' give it to you. Fuck, wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. With the non-stop pop out and stainless steel. Go hard, getting busy with it. But I got such a good heart that I make the motherfucker wonder if you did it. Damn right, and I do it again. Cause I am light, so I got to win. Break bread with the enemy. No matter how many cats I break bread with, I'll break who you sending me. You motherfuckers never wanna know what your life saved.
Bruin Nation, this game, our offense wasn't there today. It wasn't there. They didn't show up. They didn't come to the game. They must have stayed in Pasadena because I don't know. That wasn't the Bruins that I'm used to. It does come down to one thing, however. Offensive line play. Our offensive line play today was atrocious. That wasn't the offensive line from the end of last year. Most of the guys are back. I mean, yeah, Jake Brendel wasn't in today, and they plugged that center spot with Spot Pleasantberry, who probably has the least amount of starts out of all the linemen on our offensive line. But the way Virginia was getting in there with the stunt blitzes and coming in and bringing the pressure, Hundley didn't have any time all game. No time. Didn't have time to throw at all. We had pressure almost on every play in the backfield. Yeah, you know, I got to give credit where credit is due. And Virginia, they came to play. They came to play. They were bringing it today. And their defense looked fantastic. Well, let's talk about our defense. Now, with all that pressure that Virginia put on us, you think they would have caused some turnovers, but they had one or two on fourth down conversions that didn't go our way. So it would have been change of possession anyways. But 3 scores from our defense in the second quarter, which really won the game for us. We were just killing it. Interceptions, fumble returns for a touchdown is just bang, bang, bang. That's how our defense rolls. And our defense is only going to get better. That was the shining bright spot in the game today, was our defensive play, which was awesome. And I can count in that and say that from this point forward, our defense might outshine our offense. Might. Now, Broom Nation, it's not all bad. Now, people are going to be like, Hundley sucks, he should be taken out of the Heisman race, all that stuff. But I mean, really, 20 for 33, 242 yards, 7.3 yard average, and he ran one in for a touchdown. That's really not all that bad. I have full confidence in the coaching of Jim Mora. And I believe that these offensive line worries are going to get shored up. And come next week at Memphis, you know, it's definitely not Virginia. It's a lower tier team. We're going to go in there and we're going to use that game to fix the problems that reared their ugly heads today at Virginia. And we should dominate them. I mean, if the struggles continue and we don't look good next week against Memphis, that's going to be a real tell of where our season's going. Now, I mean, we can just take a look right now at the scores. I mean, Ohio State struggled against Navy. Yeah, they came through in the second half and they started to pull away. And they got a double-digit win there. But I mean, the first half and into the third quarter, that game was pretty much neck and neck. And we can now look at West Virginia University against Alabama. Alabama is number 2 in the nation, and they are tied currently. 10-10. Yeah, I know. So, I mean, it's the first game of the season. We shouldn't just be like, this is it. It's the end. No, no. All right. The NFL has 4 preseason games. They do that for a reason, not just to look at talent, but to make sure everything's on the right page. They get the plays put in that they want to. And the first couple games of the season for college are usually like preseason games, and that's why we play lower tier teams. Uh, but we struggled on offense today, but that doesn't mean we're going to struggle on offense tomorrow. Brendel's going to get back. He's going to get plugged in. We're gonna move some offensive line a little bit. Move around, and and that was learning experience against this constant pass rush. Boom, boom, boom. They were bringing it at us today, and yeah, they didn't pick it up. But you know what? We can go back. We can go in the film room. Moore's going to coach it up. Coach Clem, the offensive line coach, he's going to go in there and he's going to be like, hey, this is how you pick that up. Gotta get your hands here. Gotta move around. Gotta be loose. They're tight. These are young guys. This offensive line is a really young offensive line. They played really well towards the end of last season. And, it's going to take them a much shorter amount of time to get to where they were than it did last season. All these guys got experience. This is one more game of experience. And, first game jitters, whatever, cramping, is humid, is hot. So, it was early. I don't want to make excuses. But, there's a lot that played into the way we played. And it's going to get better. So, Brew Nation, don't worry. Everything's going to be alright. Brett Hundley is going to put up the numbers. Okay? Even against this pass rush, he didn't do all that bad. Yeah, got sacked a whole bunch. But if you watched the game, you saw why. And our running game wasn't that great. But Manzoni, his play calling was questionable again. And he was trying to go run up the gut. And there's a bunch of linebackers blitzing on every play, going up the gut there. So those didn't go for much. Perkins didn't have a bad day. He had a 5-yard average. So I think our running game's going to be fine. Our passing game's going to be fine. I think our offensive line's going to be fine. It was a tough game on the road, 9 a.m., 90 plus degrees, 100% humidity, dudes are cramping. We came away with a W. That's what matters. Like Vin Diesel said, it doesn't matter whether you win with an inch or a mile. When it's winning. And that's what we did today. We won. So, until next week, against Memphis. We're going to go down there. They're going to come to us. And we're going to beat them. And it's going to be awesome. So, see you next time. Please subscribe. Bruin85. Peace!
Give it to you. Fuck, wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. With the non